We left Rotterdam and went to DenHaag. We arrived a little early, found the place, and then just went straight to the beach to Scheveningen to just take a look around and grab a bite to lunch while we waited for the apartment to finish being cleaned. Beautiful beach, but it was a little cool. We went back the next day to get a better feel for the beach and do more touristy things. So here we see the famous red lighthouse. It was a very pleasant day. It wasn't crowded at all. Found some parking right there on the beach. The next day it was busier. We had to park in the parking complex here. We went to a herring house. This guy was preparing some fresh herring for me to eat. It's not the first herring that I had on the trip. I had some in Groningen with Florian. I find it echt lekker. Just a few shots of the businesses and the harbor in Scheveningen. That's the herring houseje. And the bicycle is just people getting around, not doing anything special. Just like the colors and the atmosphere. Not uncommon to see parents riding around with bicycles with kids on front. We made it to DenHaag. This is our apartment for the next 5 days or so till Wednesday. Very modern place, not real big, but nice. Cozy and nice, and no booby traps that we can find yet. It's coming, I'm sure. So let's turn this way a bit and see what's going on over here. Little living space. Artsy fartsy. We got a little town, a little garden terrace that we can sit on when it gets warmer, as it should be this week. And a nice bedroom that's not crazy. Oh, one light is blinking in there. She said it did that sometimes. There again, lots of books to read. I'm not going to read any of those books. Here's a little cozy, looks like garden, resting area. Let's go this way a little bit. Anyway, all the modern conveniences. Oh, let's go take a look at the shower. Every place we've had has been wanky with bathrooms and shower. This is the door out. There's a toilet big enough that you can have yourself a nice sit and think. There's a washer dryer, we don't need to see that. And here is the actual bathroom shower. Kind of normal, let's see. I turn the damn lights on. Ah, lights. Fancy, but cold water there, hot water there. That's one funky thing. Water doesn't work right. Well, we're outside of the apartment here in DenHaag. A very interesting door, but alright. Parliament is over there, all kinds of fun things to do. Beautiful little street with shops full of cheese and non-cheese things. Okay, we've arrived at the famous Scheveningen amusement park, Pret Park Pier. I don't know what we call it. So let's rotate over here, see the tourists, what's the tourist is up to. Hello, tourist. Alright, selfie time on the beach of Scheveningen. Pronounce it, try it.
No.
Scheveningen.
Not happening.
In World War II, the Dutch would figure out who was German by if they could say Scheveningen or not. Alright, you can see out there in the distance many ships waiting to go into the harbor, load, unload, do whatever the hell ships do. Alright, take a look from the beach side. We decided not to swim in the ocean today. The tourist refuses to swim in the ocean. That way, here's my hand, I can understand it. Oh, because it's gimbaled the wrong way. That way is the famous shaving and a nude beach, which is most popular because you're allowed to let your dogs run free up there, apparently. We have no dogs and no one wants to see us nude, so we're not going to go there. So on a good day, you can rent these nice beach beds. Apparently there are rules, but you can order online, just a QR code, and you're renting a nice bed here and the shaving on the beach. The strand, shaving on the strand. A restaurant right there. Okay, we're gonna enter the world famous pier. Over there is like the Grand Hotel. So here. Okay. Well, we're on the start of the pier. We have decided not to do the bungee jumping today or the roller coaster. You're fine. No, you're fine, don't worry. And the bungee cord, hope you can see it, I don't know.
Yeah.
There goes another zip liner. Okay, the tourists decided to wait while I took a little adventure down to close to the end of the pier. Let's go this way, take a look at the hotel. I really want to go in there. Seagulls seem pretty immune to humans. We'll find out. I've dethroned all the seagulls. Oh, that's just where we parked. Always took a picture of where we parked so I could find it back. Really nice parking complex, real close to everything. A little busier than the day before, so we couldn't park on the street, but I don't know what these mannequins are doing up there. Just a festive place. And the beach looking down the pier, looking at the roller coaster and the zip line, and maybe there's some kind of slide on the other end. Yeah, I don't know if it's a water slide, but it's just sitting on a little terrace for lunch. So it's just a half a block from the apartment or so. This is Centrum DenHaag. Start the trip with the Bramletage patatje. Patatje met. Lekker patat. Indescribable how much better these fries are. Any other place I've ever tried. Other places and other restaurants, underwhelming. Took the bus down here because the tourists won't ride the buses and we couldn't park anywhere nearby. And just walk down the street a bit, see what's happening. So just a busy marketplace. There's no cars, no bikes. Kid broke it. I think I left in here. It's a little more modern part of the mall, I guess. Board kid there on the right. Well, just kind of walked around one block of this gigantic inner city, the Centrum. Always busy in these Centrums. Unbelievable. These people have to buy. So there's a tram here. I don't know where that goes. I'm not getting on a tram today. I'm going to get back on the bus and zoom back to the apartment over here. His favorite places to park your bike. Lost your bike, something about that. I don't know, we're not going there to read it, but alright, let's go a little further down this mall. And over there you see Media Mart, that's a tech store. Kinds of stuff, your phones and your games and whatnot. No idea how lost I am. No, I can't be lost very far. No idea what kind of strange thing this is either. Alright, there we go. Yeah, if navigation serves me right. I can turn left here and get back to the bus station that I got off on, or thereabouts. The Brom is right there. Yeah, a policeman. I've never seen a policeman before in the mall. Over the tram. Across the street here. Risk your life. Oop, I'm in the bike lane again. And there got killed. Yeah, let's go to bus halt. Yeah, let's go this way. I think it's kind of a mystery to me as everybody's here shopping, but every house we've seen is small, and I don't know where you're going to put more stuff. We're waiting for 22, and here comes 22. 1 minute just on time.
Volgende halte, next stop, Javastraat.
Alright, apartment is there, or so, something like that. Yeah, it's right there. Well, that was a pretty quick ride. Buses were right on time, super sharp. Get the hang of it. Wasn't lost once. Liquor patacha. Finer ice. Over here you see all the different kinds of garbage. I don't know how you're supposed to sort it. We have one garbage sack that's going in one of them. Down here is a beautiful walkway right down the center of between the streets. It's always walkable. It's always dangerous. You don't know who you're going to get run over by. we just have to go over here, across the street, back home. Right there, 1834, there. Okay, this is a really beautiful city. So I decided to take the bus downtown to Winkelcentrum in DenHaag to find my Bramlatage patatjes. Here's the Bramlatage. The other one I had found was in Rotterdam, but I didn't get pictures of it. It was raining. So that's the Dutch mayo. It's not mayo, it's fried sauce. It legally can't be called mayonnaise. Don't know why the reason. Not enough oil, too much oil, not enough eggs, some such stuff. A couple of selfies there in the apartment with the apartment's artwork. Well, we're in a place called the Hoek of Holland. It's a port. It's technically, I think, part of Rotterdam, but we're quite a ways away. We're still staying in Den Haag, so this is our morning ride to wherever the hell we ended up. A fun little ride. I'm just following you. I don't know where we are. I don't know where we are either, but that way are some ship harbors of big cruise ship lines or something. All right. The Hoek of Holland. This is the port of Rotterdam, or a port for Rotterdam. Here out in the harbor you can see lots of vessels traversing the harbor. This is a place famous because it's part of the defense structure the Germans built with forced labor, Jewish labor and Dutch labor. So we're here to see this museum. And this is the way back to a healthy delta. Okay. I don't know what they're doing overall in terms of dismantling the entire defensive structures the Germans built. So much concrete was poured out here along this coast that it's just frightening. So the dune is built in 1650. Resanding groten. I'll have to read that offline. Yeah, it's a camera, the security cameras. So interesting, and just by chance we happen to be here in Den Haag on Bevrijdingsdag, Liberation Days. There was big celebrations on the 5th and 6th. I imagine they had something going on here too. So we didn't plan to be here for that, but it was interesting to be here during the celebration. The tourist has decided to risk her life and go up this big step here. Okay. This is you're up here at your own risk. The sign says, "Het betreden van het dak is op eigen risico." Such a busy place. I want to guess when I took the tour from Rotterdam that we actually ended up over in here, because I remember them saying something about the hook. Look at the map. So enter the pier at your own risk. It's not very fair to be risky to be here, but this place is known for historical floods, so It's all protected now by the Delta Works, I think. Said, I think this place is protected from flooding by a thing called the Delta Works. I'm not sure if it's here or not, but there is places like that. Okay. Off to Delft and find lunch there.
Sure.
Nothing like enthusiastic responses here. It's all,
I'm along for the
I don't know
ride.
where we are. It's all the same to me. You're the cameraman.
Oh, we're sitting at a light. Oh, there, it's green.
We're heading to Delft. We've been to the Hoek of Holland. So we wanted to just get a little bit of traffic. This isn't the kind of inner city traffic, but this is just a freeway on-ramp. So we're going to get about 30 seconds of
Sla rechtsaf de oprit op.
slow rechts op de oprit op. So we get on the freeway. Okay. That should be enough of a little driving experience. Punch the button. Punch the button.
Oh, we want to be like your dad and drive the whole trip.
This is freeway traffic. This is traffic.
Hey, he did this too.
I know. While he was driving. So we're
There.
11 minutes out of Delft.
Oh, it's still going?
Yes, punch the red button again.
I did punch the red
Push
button.
it again. Oh, I actually deleted the recording that time. All right, we're in Delft, supposedly. We're going to see how this traveling works with doing another video his dad would do of just being in traffic and how we get around here. The whole place is absolutely crazy. That's what I thought. Go ahead and hit the one button once.
En sla rechtsaf.
I don't know what that place is. It might not rotate that.
Nope.
Some old castle here or something. Water tower. Oh, it's a water tower. Some people live in these things now. They've been converted away from water towers.
Sla rechtsaf.
We're supposed to turn right here.
Flauwe bocht naar rechts.
Flauwe bocht naar rechts.
En sla linksaf.
What the fuck is this nonsense?
Sla linksaf. En
I don't know what to
sla
do.
linksaf.
Perfect. We don't have any idea what it's telling us. I know what it's telling me to do, but the map doesn't make any sense. It's telling me to turn around, but I don't see any way to do that. So
Scherpe bocht naar rechts.
take a sharp
En
right.
sla rechtsaf.
Okay, we can do that, I think. Sometimes it tells us to go down
Sla
one-way
rechtsaf.
streets and
En
make weird
sla
turns.
rechtsaf.
Apparently it thinks we missed a turn earlier, so we're gonna do this weird
What
little
the hell?
It's perfect. We're going where we want to go. We don't know where that is, but we're going where we want to go.
Sla rechtsaf.
No, why don't we slow
En
at the next
keer
one?
hierom.
Okay, so turn right and then turn around. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna try it. Somehow we missed what we wanted to do.
Oh, you got to go up there and then down that side.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Keer hierom.
Here. Oh, we got down that side of the street. Which I think we should have gone over here.
Yeah.
Let's see, let me do
No,
this.
you can't.
No, you can't. It's a yield sign there. Hold on, he knows what I want to do. Oh, sorry. All right, well, we slop. Okay.
Oh,
No,
God.
he's okay.
Welcome to Driving in Holland 101.
Sla linksaf.
That was the exact thing I wanted to record. So we're in the old medieval part of town. There's the old church we were looking for.
So at this point, you got parking where
now
you.
find a parking spot if we decide to park and have lunch. The point was to find this place, not necessarily park here. I don't mind paying for parking and whatnot, but this isn't nearly as bad as it was over in Gouda, which was an absolute crazy place.
Well, and how do you had a railing next to the canal? You don't here.
Yeah. All right. I know what this car is doing. You hit the pause on the camera for a second. Okay.
Keer hierom.
Keer here.
En je bestemming bevindt zich aan de rechterkant.
Alright, so we're here wherever here is. They told us to find us this church. It's very famous Dutch Reformed church.
No parking.
Yeah, I assume there's no parking.
Can't enter there.
Well, there's parking there, but okay.
Go down that street.
Je bestemming bevindt zich aan de
Okay,
rechterkant.
our bestemming is here, but we're
To get the hell out of here.
we're just gonna do this driving tour through this little part of town, just so you see what a crazy place is. We can't park there; that's too small. Or there. Here comes our guy again. He's gonna take another picture.
Oh my God.
He's not,
Do you think he's a tourist like we are?
yeah, look at his blue plate. He's not Dutch. Where is he from? Okay, take a record break. Okay, we've made a turnaround in parking spots. I don't think we're going to park, but I just want to stop for a second. Let's see. Stop and reorient. So this is a parking next to the canal. The point is to not end up in the canal. Turn it this way a little bit if we can. Okay, good. Now, all right, we're stopped in Delft. We've given up the idea of going in and parking there. That's kind of what we figured out, that it's not a good idea to try to park in these places. I'm going to step out for a second and just take a quick
Gotta be
video.
very careful.
I see it. So this is the canals. That's not the church we were trying to hit. That's some other church. And so we're just going to do a little turn around here. Typical medieval type village. It's supposed to be a good, nice place, but I don't think we have the endurance to try this for much further. So this is the Hook of Holland, and just a selfie, this funny advertisement thing. Like I said, it's the addicted. What happens when you get addicted to Dutch patatjes? Just the tugboats here in the hook. The hook means the corner, not the hook. Hook means corner, I guess. But yeah, it's technically part of the Port of Rotterdam. There's a little restaurant called Nibbles. It's right by the apartment in DenHaag. Very nice little place. So I'm about a block away from our apartment in DenHaag. Just like to look at these classic Dutch buildings. Reminds me a lot of the other Dutch building. The facades are very similar. Kitty kitty. It might be a mama kitty, huh? Does Florrie know you're missing? Oh, they wrote the bill. Oh, you are a mama kitty, huh? Yeah. See these little book nooks around the city everywhere. Free books. Take one, leave one. Oh, a James Michener book. Go over there by the flower. We'll start our little tour here. Oh, she's just looking at the guide. You're in a video, Jalen.
Oh, I am? Well, I'm doing a normal tourist thing, finding out where the hell I am.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter where we are. We just have to get out at some point. Okay, so we're at the entrance to Keukenhof. Beautiful park, very famous. Cars out there in the field. Hopefully nobody steals the car, the stuff that's in it.
If we go straight that way, we hit the big greenhouses.
Mm-hmm. So you missed it there. I wasn't recording. She said, "Oh look," and we made a sharp left. I don't know where we're going, but something is here to look at. Everybody has to take pictures of the pretty flowers. That's why we come here.
So Dutch and in English. Those are pretty red things. I don't know. Flowers, I think they're called. And
not caught on tape was a sudden, oh, amaryllis, and another sharp left when there were amaryllis on our right, just right in front of us when she veered. This is like the main museum or enclosed part of the park. Just recording the tourists.
Do you want to look at this?
I do. I went to record. So this is like a 58 or 59 Chevy truck, which I find interesting, but there's a Volkswagen bus over there as well. It says Vondel design, so travel design. Oh, Van Dalen design is the name. Van Dalen. You got the pretty fountain and the exotic trees. People from all over the world. So we're inside a building. It's a celebration of 75 years of Keukenhof. Not this one. Yeah, this is it. 75 years right up there. You want to sit on a bike and have a funny picture taken?
No.
She did, so she was in mine. All right, we've climbed a little observation post to look at these flowers that say 75 years. So we found more flowers. They're a little past their prime, but still lots of colors. This is a place where people put their feet in big shoes. So here we have an exhibit of more flowers. Beautiful. And let's see what I'll do. Turn this way. There's a poster there. We gotta get that poster, I guess. Let's see, the tourist went that way. I don't know where she's going, but we're gonna follow. Look at the more flowers, the oranges, tulips. Now we don't need to look at them too close for too long, but I need just enough video to make a scene or something. All right, take two, more flowers. Let's see, I need 15 seconds or so, so we're gonna pan over there, and up there a little bit. So, an exhibit of the Kledingdraag from is a Heren, royalty or nobility. Nobility is probably the better word.
Scars that never faded, of the baby that was born on Christmas Day. While the heavens sing their song, a child's life is never long, 'cause the food supply.
Out your bowl, have a bulb. His job is to change the music. Says they're lilies, but I think they're fake. Echt mooi. The one flower is a little out of pass, but these purple ones look okay. Okay, I've lost the tourist again. She went that way. Probably never see her again. I don't know, she's in a rush to get somewhere. We'll probably find out where eventually. Oh, bench. Good idea. Bench seems like an excellent idea at this point, even if it's wet. How's it going, tourist? You can take boat rides or pictures in a boat over here. I'll swim over there and take a look. It's raining a little bit, mysteriously. I think we've seen enough of the inside of windmills for this trip. You want to go in there? Are we going in the windmill?
No, we've already been in. Look how crowded it is.
I was always wondering where you're going. This is a good place. Yeah, we do like taking pedal porn. I know they are, but they're kind of fuzzy. Oh, sorry. All right, where are we now? Are these some kind of orchids?
Yeah, this is. And most of them are orchids here. These are growing.
Tourists doing tourist things. Tourists Doing tourist things. Hey, puppy. Here at the gate of no return. This thing not zooming or doing what it's supposed to do. Switching to zoom mode for some reason. Okay. So we go. Let's find lunch. We have Keukenhof. Out we go. No more coming back. This little town is called Halfweg. And I don't remember Dad's story, but Mom and Dad met here, I think, for the second time. They first met in Zeist, or near Utrecht. But he had a story about being here. And we were just over in Keukenhof, and I saw the sign that said Halfweg. And so, I don't know exactly the story. I'm going to have to go see if I can find it. So I'm going to take this little video and put it away for a while. This little town is called Halfweg. And I don't remember Dad's story, but Mom and Dad met here, I think, for the second time. They first met in Zeist, or near Utrecht. But he had a story about being here. And we were just over in Keukenhof, and I saw the sign that said Halfweg. And so, I don't know exactly the story. I'm going to have to go see if I can find it. So I'm going to take this little video and put it away for a while. So that's just the parking spot there at Keukenhof. These are stills from the video and the few that I took with my phone. Not much to add to what you saw there in Keukenhof already, but so we wish we'd gotten there a week or two earlier when the tulips were in full power, but it wasn't in the agenda, not in our flight plan. I don't know why people want to stand in these big wooden shoes. It makes no sense to me. But they're just super popular. Interesting flower. Well, we made it to Haarlem today. I walked down to the nearest Albert Heijn, which is about a 15-minute walk for me. Very busy centrum as usual, lots of bikes. Hopefully I'm able to take the bus back. That was too much after our trek through Keukenhof. Well, we made it to Haarlem today. I walked down to the nearest Albert Heijn, which is about a 15-minute walk for me. Very busy centrum as usual, lots of bikes. Hopefully I'm able to take the bus back. That was too much after our trek through Keukenhof. This is our Airbnb in Haarlem. It's actually a really lovely place, as usual. Has some quirky things around it. So we have a little gate. We're just going to come in here and take the tour. Shut the gate. Let's squeak on us a little bit. Okay. Nice little garden, table. Haven't walked that far yet. I'd rather take the tour out here. Nice place to sit. Oh look, the tourist is inside. Hey, hello, hello. Another place to sit. And over this wall here is the main street. Let's see, more doors. Didn't show you where we parked, but there's actually a parking spot that belongs to this place, so that's kind of handy. For other places, but problems with parking. All right, so we're going to come in here to the kitchen first. Gonna show you all. I was coming right back in. I'm recording a video. Do you want to be the tour guide, or you want to be complaining about that I left the door open for 20 seconds?
You left the door open and nearly froze me because it comes right in.
Okay, your complaint is registered on the video. It's going to be part of the tour. So, it's got a pretty nice kitchen table. Nice kitchen area. Quick stove, simple sink. And Jalen's watching the last video I made, so. Oh, she's not watching it. It's done recording. I'll have to stop this. Hold on. So let's go on with our tour. And our last place had a tiny bedroom and it was hard to get by. This place has a bedroom that's smaller than the motorhome. There's no way to get by on either side. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this at all. I might sleep on the couch. I would be sleeping on the couch anyway. And okay. So all that stuff is our own spool, our own junk. What's a mystery door there? We don't know. And here is the bathrooms. This is a toilet. Oh, that's a storeroom. That's not a toilet. This is a toilet. Why is there a fan on here? Well, okay, hopefully that fan goes off. And here's the, you gotta come up the step. And there's the mirror. And there's the shower with a squeegee on the floor. And I don't think I've ever had a shower like that before. I think it's nice. Nicely decorated. But Jalen's always worried about how to dry your hair because shower there, bathroom there. Really, the other place we had to run an extension cord through the hallway from the bathroom door, which is really weird. And here, there's a mirror over here and a place for your hair dryer. Very convenient, very upscale. All right, that concludes the introductory tour of Airbnb Haarlem. All right, we're in Haarlem. This is the Port Amsterdam Support, which is a very historic building, the old entrance to the city. And if you're not careful, someone will run over you wherever you are. And what that thing does. It's just too tall to get captured with this thing, but let me just pan up for fun. Okay. We had to come quite a ways to see this through multiple hazards. Tried to get into the middle of town. We didn't record that little journey because the tourist was panicking pretty hard. And we ended up driving down the streets that were clearly pedestrian only, and people were not very happy with my attempts to navigate the old city. All right. And we take a regular. The Amsterdam Support in Haarlem. A famous story I think I mentioned in the video of this. The city protected from the Spanish invasion, saved Amsterdam itself, and the woman that saved the city became famous. Kiona, I think is her name. Popular folklore, real story, not sure. While we were here, a guy walked inside and went inside there. I think he lives in the upper floor there, but I don't know. Anyway, he went inside and didn't come back down while we were there. Yeah, we found our way into an actual mall. It's just outside of Hempstead. Keukenhof, I believe, is the actual town name. There's a pumping station. I didn't get any recordings of that. But over on this side here is a sort of a buffet restaurant. You know, serve yourself. You just call it fast food, I don't know. It was okay. Okay, vlog date May 9th. We're in Haarlem. It's our first day here. We got here yesterday, didn't do too much because we're tired. And so, as usual, I decided to set a plan what we should do today. And I didn't make very many pictures or videos, which will be explained during this true story with the correct interpretation of all things that have happened. despite what you might hear from the narrator in the background. So the plan was to go to this place called the Cirque, which is a steam pump out in very close to Hempstead. But it didn't open. It turned out it's a holiday here, Ascension Day, something to do with Jesus and Easter. I don't know, but anyway, a lot of places are closed. So it was opening late, no problem. I wanted to go see the Amsterdam's gate, the old gate to the city. And once again, try to go and see an old building in the inner city, a church. We have not yet been into a great cathedral or church. Jalen doesn't want to. I do. But so that was the plan. Go to the gate, go to the church, and I forgot the name of the church now. Let me look it up here real quick because it's in my places to see. It's called the St. Bravo Church in Haarlem. It's the beautiful inner city thing. So I set the navigator to go there, and into the middle of the inner city chaos we go again. And it's chaos because the roads are windy, twisty, very narrow. Well, we find ourselves in a pedestrian-only mall, and there's no way to turn around. And you can see, other vehicles are in there, delivery vehicles and whatnot. So the passenger is trying to help navigate. But not a problem. We finally get out, don't get anywhere close to the church because, as usual, there's no parking close to where you want to go, and we don't want to walk that far. I figure I can go back later when Jalen is not with me. I'll take the bus or whatever. So off to the gate, the port, and we park. It's kind of like right in the middle of a busy roadway. And it stands by itself. It's a historic thing. There's a really great story of what a woman that saved the city of Haarlem, called the Siege of Haarlem. And I won't get into the whole story, but we get back to the car, which it was, 50 feet away, and go to get in, and the electronic systems shut down. I cannot get them to start, can't boot them. I need it for easier navigation. I can certainly use my phone. The phone is actually doing the navigation, but easier on the bigger screen. And the backup camera is not working. That's really important because things are so tight here without a backup camera or something watching and helping. So we futz with it for a while and say, okay. The next stage of our journey was Zandvoort, which is a seaside town, not far away, 20 minutes. So we drive over there, stop along the way a couple times, futz around, try to call Avis or anyone else that can tell us, do some internet searching. Why isn't the computer coming back up? It's kind of frustrating. So back into Zandvoort again, narrow streets, tight park. We've got a nice place to park right on the seaside. It's very busy because it's a holiday. And unlike most days where we see your family bikers, doing shopping and tasks, these are sport bikers just going crazy everywhere. End up calling my friend Philip, who's an international traveler, and he's near Paris, and said, I cannot call this number from my phone. It tells me the number, I dial it and cannot connect. We had a similar problem yesterday with Jalen's phone trying to call her mother, which we have troubles calling her mother from time to time, even from our house. The circuits don't connect to the house or the cell phone, her mother's cell phone. So I go, okay. I get to Comcast, and not Comcast, I get a phone. Verizon, call them up. They can't figure out what's going on with your mom. So fine, we'll just call Evan, so Evan answers. She can call me. Turns out again, it's just her mother. We had a little bit of a 20 minutes wasted dealing with a phone call. Well, this is happening now again to me, but on my phone, but I can't call a local number. I haven't tried to call a local number. People I call are on WhatsApp or Signal. So, but to call Avis, I need the phone number. I'm dialing and trying different permutations and phone settings and cannot get through. Philip sends me, I said, Philip says, send me the number you're calling. I sent it to him. He sends me back a different number and says, this connects for me. I call that number. It connects for me, but it's Ava's in Haarlem, but it's closed. It's a holiday. So we're without camera system again. And so just have to make sure Jalen's out there watching when I back up. Where were you when I started working again? At the restaurant?
Yeah.
So we decided we're hungry. No, it was working before then. Oh, no, we were working in the pump station at Cirque. We had gone in there to do some touristy stuff. Place had opened late, tight street, construction, one-way traffic, many bikers. Get back in the car. Jalen's ready to make sure I don't hit something, and I go, oh, it's working again. So I don't know why, but it was suddenly just happy to be doing its thing again, reboot. Or because it sat alone by itself and thought about what it had done wrong for 45 minutes or so. So, good enough. Computer's working. We've had lunch. And we're just back at the apartment now. It's 20 minutes away. Nav system's working. So, yeah, a bit of a stressful morning with an electronics failure. I've tried to reproduce this problem and I cannot. You know, hopefully it doesn't happen again. I got 3 or 4 more days here before we head home. And, you know, kind of entertaining. So now Jalen has been doing navigating with my phone in her hand, because you cannot hold your phone in your hand here. They'll give you a ticket quick. I know they have people driving around searching for people that are abusing their phones while they're driving. So anyway, it's still speaking in Dutch and Jalen's still speaking in English. So it worked pretty well. Anyway, that was our adventure this morning. Just wanted to vlog it for the audiences out there on the internet. So, okay, I may post this, I may not. Touching. Just a few stills from the big steam pump house in Cirque. It was under construction. There was some wasn't the experience I hoped. It was a little bit outside was being remodeled, and pictures of it were very beautiful, and it was interesting and fun. But the pumps weren't working, and they have worked in the past in some of the videos I saw. So this is a little mall where we found a place to eat just outside of Cirque. And here, this is Zaandam. We go over, find a place to lunch. The apartment's not ready, not clean. It's very early. We'd gone to Hans, but it was so busy we didn't even bother to stop. And this is the first real grocery store we are in Zaandam. Okay, we're in Zaandam. We arrived here at the apartment early because, well, we had to check out at 11 and check in here is at 3. We planned on going to Zee, another windmill attraction nearby. Second only in popularity to Kinderdijk. Thought we'd waste a few hours there and then arrive here just in time to check in. So we're looking out over the back window, the back door, a little tiny, wouldn't call it a terrace, it's just a door. And so it was so busy there, so many tourists because it's a holiday and we're close to Amsterdam and it's such a popular place. I mean, just dozens of full buses were unloading and traffic was a nightmare. We said, screw it. Came into town, had lunch. So there's a video of a few pictures of where we had lunch at. And so then we got into the apartment finally. And it's small, I'll give you a little tour. So, kitchen. Dining room, I'll have to turn around for that. This is the living area, TV, tourist, washing machine, just washing a few bits of clothing. Over this way. There's the little bedroom. I kind of compare it to being in the motorhome. It's about the same, not much smaller, it's much bigger than the motorhome. So we're going to go out. This is the front door. Hopefully I'll get locked out. So it's a quiet little neighborhood, kind of an apartment complex. And there's a classic painted green house. I don't even know what it is. Anyway, The other pictures you saw in the video in this gallery were a real grocery store. It's as big a grocery store we've seen. Dirk's, so we just bought stuff for dinner there. And we're just going to eat in. We're just resting up really to, oops, sorry, I didn't want to close that. Resting up. Okay, now, halfway.
Well, it just slammed, and
Okay.
now
Okay, close it. Oh, hold on.
I can't. You do it.
Okay, hold on. All right, what we just saw there was this door opens three ways. It tilts out. I thought it was broken. It's not. And then at the halfway point where it is now, you can actually open the door and let some air in. And flying monkeys, who knows what the hell. Okay. So the tourist was mad because the door wasn't working right. All right, we're across the canal river. That's where we had lunch earlier. And just turn around this way. And this way, apartment is a little bit over in that direction. Little playground for kids here. Tell the difference, I'm just using my phone because I forgot my Osmo. Okay. So this is on top of the Wilhelmina Brook in Zaandam. And on my right here are locks. I don't know what they're locking up into, obviously another canal. And over there is the central train station. Well, this is a church. We don't know what kind of church this is. We'll walk across the street, read the sign. Okay, we're in this little apartment in Zaandam. Where's the camera? You gotta look here. I guess it looks weird when I look away. So we both agreed we're just exhausted. We've had enough fun and learned a lot. But if I had a chance, we'd be on a plane tonight or tomorrow. But that's just not an option. So we're here 2 nights. It's Friday the 10th, and then we'll have all day tomorrow. And then we get to, at some point in the day, head over to Schiphol and wait in the airport. And now
We're pooped.
we're pooped. Yeah, it's just been fun. I don't know if we could have done a better trip, a shorter trip, or more efficient trip, but everything here is just so busy, and it's relentless.
We didn't realize that this weekend was a holiday, so everybody is out doing something at the major tourist attractions, which means we're not going there.
Yeah, so we stopped through the Sunset Shams. That's the dryer. Just leave it for a minute, it's fine. But a tourist attraction, windmill place. Just so many buses. Maybe we'll go back in the morning before the buses from Amsterdam get there. I don't know. We're kind of like, seen it all, been there, done that. Don't want to go out and stress stuff. So we're happy just short walk in the neighborhood, eating lunch, and just waiting out the rest of our time there. It's just fine. Okay. See you soon. So this is just a walk around the blocks there in Zaandam, an old church. So the locks on the river. I think it's a river, not a canal. And it's a really beautiful place. It's close to Amsterdam. People come here to find a place that's not Amsterdam, that they can get to Amsterdam, I guess. Same church from the backside there. And this is the parking complex, the parking area for the apartments on the left, and that greenhouse. Don't worry about this. We went to Bergen aan Zee. That's part of North Holland. It's the north part of North Holland. Across the water there is the start of Friesland, South Friesland. So. Okay. Finally decided to take a break from the big city again. Get out here, find lunch. Find a dock. Mooi weer. Doei. So Bergen op Zee, the strand. Going to be a popular tourist spot today, I think. Beautiful weather. Still part of a holiday weekend. The Ascension, I guess. Everybody wants Jesus to go to the ocean here. Not sure why. So we stopped here in Bergen. And I think this is where we are. Yeah, it says it's Bergen. So just looked like a fun little place. Quiet. Finally some quiet place and not too crazy people.
Good, nice.
dankjewel. Hoi, sorry. Ja, echt hè? Zelf op de fiets. So this is just where we parked the car in Bergen aan Zee. Stills from the beach. We had a little piece of tart and some coffee, just to enjoy the day in the sunshine. Friendly little place, beautiful weather, beautiful atmosphere. Gezellig. Heel gezellig. And now we're just walking through. We had inadvertently gone into town. The maps took us to an unexpected place and said, well, let's stop and look at this little town. Very close, not much walking, not very busy. Alleyway with typical Dutch scene, Dutch bikes. And the old church there, it's an old Catholic church that was destroyed by fanatic Protestants during the Beldenstorm, the iconoclasm. People were religious crazy during those times. Big wars. He got free from the Spanish and decided to fight over religion. There's a sign that says what that is. I'm not going to read it. And the beautiful cheese market. These are probably stills from the video, so. Oh my gosh, had so many good cheeses there. And plenty of free samples, but we already had plenty of cheese. We didn't need to buy any more, but I sure would have. Now, Jaylene got to sample herring in this place. I told her she couldn't go home till she tasted herring. She said no, but then she did, and she immediately went, bah, where's my water? I want to spit this out. I says, well, you earned your badge to go home, so good done. But the fish, the smoked fish, the fresh fish, unbelievably good. Another picture of the church from the other side. They rebuilt part of it. I mean, it laid in ruins for hundreds of years, I guess. They rebuilt it in the late 1800s. And bread, we did buy some muffins for breakfast. Cranberry muffins. And that's it. So we took a day trip, went to Bergen op Zee, and then decided to cross the Afsluitdijk because it's an extremely interesting thing. And as soon as we got on, we saw that there was a construction. There was us patiently waiting for construction to let us through. It could be 20, 30 minutes. Anyway, on that side, stupid thing, is the IJsselmeer. And on that side is, well, you can't see it, but on that side is the North Sea. And so the Afsluitdijk protects a large part of North Holland from floods from the sea when there's hurricanes and whatnot. And it looks like, oh, we're back in our apartment here in the hell are we?
Zeeland.
Zeeland. It's not Zeeland. Anyway, I remember what it's thinking. We decided that we had recovered enough from the exhaustion we had yesterday. Zaandam. We're not recovered from our excursion from yesterday. So we have now 24 hours from now we have to be at the airport. We're happy for that, but we decided that we had enough of the problems of just being tired, and sitting here in the apartment is not an option. It's not comfortable. It's small, so I said plan a trip to go up north into Friesland to Bergen op Zee and Bergen, as you see some videos from that and pictures. Anyway, and then we decided to, I decided, and she said, I don't know where we are. So we would cross the Afsluitdijk, which is a monumental thing that separates what was the Zuiderzee and the North Sea and the South Sea. As we did that, and there was some construction, and then you saw the weird video where he ended it because traffic was moving. It wasn't a long delay, but what else?
It was a long drive.
It was a pretty drive. Everything was the most beautiful drive we've had in the
Oh, well, yeah, the rest of the stuff was, but that was a long drive.
The Afsluitdijk's 25 kilometers one way, so it's only 15 miles, 30-mile round trip, but with the construction delay, it took a bit of time. And
that was more than 15 miles.
Oh no, it's 25 kilometers across.
Seriously?
Yeah. And so we just got to the other side and pretty much turned around and caused some confusion for people because there's no place to stop and figure out where you're going to go. If you say, I need to reorient and just stop, pull off as much as you can, within minutes someone's honking at you. It's like, I don't care, honk all you like. And so we came back on the A7, one of the major thoroughfares, which is also under some construction. So we got back here at 1:30. We decided to just go grab a quick sandwich at a Turkish fast food place, I guess. Just a doner, bonnet, doner sandwich. I don't know if we're gonna stay here and sneeze in the apartment.
Sorry.
The rest of the day. But even when we got back, we just felt tired. But you said the little market. Why don't you talk about that little market in Bergen?
Oh, the one after we got done at the beach?
Yeah, we went to a little.
Oh, little teeny tiny town. And it had a market around the border of the church.
All these city markets have an old church. That's the first one you've been to. Well, Gouda was the same way. But Gouda had the city building, and this one was actually a church. But somewhere there's a big monumental building. It was built, this one was in the 15th century.
Half of it was burnt down.
Burnt down in the late 1800s. It's a Protestant church, and the group called the Hausers, they're part of the Reformation. The people just went crazy. It's called the Bell to Storm. They started destroying the iconoclasm. They started destroying everything. They were crazy. And that church was built in, and then it burned down, and then they restored it somewhat. But
I tasted herring.
oh yeah, I wish I got a picture of that. It was funny because I kept saying they had the usual cheese and other stands. Beautiful little markets for clothing and whatnot. It was the most beautiful market we've been in.
Yeah, market itself and the cheese and fresh breads and all that kind of stuff. Fish
Yeah, so
cart, fish trader, what do you want to call it?
I said, I'm going to get some herring. And she goes,
Nope.
you have some. So I had them cut it, which is one way they can serve it, with onions and pickles. And so I said, you don't know what you're missing. And she goes, I'll try one piece. So she put it in her mouth and went, where's my water? So I said, congratulations, you've earned your exit out of the Netherlands until you tasted the herring. It was pretty funny.
Raw fish.
It's pickled, it's not raw.
It tasted raw.
Anyway, so I had some more herring there, and we got tasted some more cheese. So one of the best cheese I've ever had was in that little thing, and it's in the cheese region. Alkmaar is right next by, and that's the most famous.
Lots of dairy cows.
Cows everywhere. It's all in the polders, in the places that's been pumped out, the Afsluitdijk, reclaimed from the sea. And some of the really old villages up there, Urk and Volendam, which we didn't stop at, were just decimated by the creation of the Afsluitdijk and the IJsselmeer. So anyway, we know we're going to do the rest of the day. Like I said, we got 24 hours to burn here, so I don't think we're going out too far anymore. We might go a short walk later, and then. So one more thing, you saw maybe a picture of a washing machine. And this is the multi-use washer dryer here in this apartment, which we count on working because every 3 or 4 days we got to do the essential laundry. And this one, it will not dry. And I sent a message to the guy. It says it's not working. He said, what do you want to do? What can I do? Oh, it works. The cleaning service uses it every day. I'm like, okay. So we had to use the drying table, but not a crisis. But
At least they had a drying table.
yeah,
I think they have the drying table because they know the damn dryer doesn't dry.
but most people won't use a dryer because it costs so much to dry clothes, so they just save a lot of money. But all right, well, this is maybe our last vlog post until we get home tomorrow at 7 p.m. Salt Lake time. We leave here at 5 p.m. Plane leaves at 5 p.m. and it's a 10-hour flight, and we arrive at 7 p.m. So we'll be way out of phase. So that's it's late in the night.
Give us a week.
Give us a week. This jet lag shit is not for sissies. All right. Till the next time. Tot de volgende keer. Doei. All right. We're in the Zaandam still. This canal. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. People are puddling around on their little piddly boats. They all like to go for a little tour of the canals. So Zaandam or Zaanstad, Darmstadt, and in this direction, more of the inner city, middle city. Always busy in these markets. Just incredible. Kibbeling. Over here. Might have to stop here and get some kibbeling. Looks like a fun little fountain for kids to play in down here. I hope it's clean water and not this terrible canal water. So we're going to head down there a little further. That famous hotel building. And this is a canal restaurant boat. Sure it doesn't really do anything but float there. Yeah, this is the famous Intel Hotel in Zaandam. Turn this way a little bit. So these are stills from Zaandam, the famous hotel in Holland. I forget what the name of the hotel is. And we thought about staying there. The apartment we were in was so terrible. I threatened to leave and just pay for another night in another place. But I walked down this through the Central Mart where Jalen was tired. Oh, that's over, and now we're at the airport. This is at the gate. We're ready to get home. We're already tired. Been in the airport for 5-6 hours because we didn't want to sit in the apartment. Didn't want to go do anything else. Michael and Sandra and Truce came and had lunch with us, and we visited. And so here we're on the plane, and it's time to fly home. Hello! Hello! What's going on, buddy? Oh, everybody's happy. Come on, let's come in. Let's go in the house. Come on, let's go in the house. What's going on? What in the world is going on? What's happened? What's happened? Oh, you want to chase it already? You're so happy you want to chase it? Oh, Yuki.